We all want to build that booty that's nice, round, and up high. Come to T2 or message us for that. Watch the next video for some more hints on building the booty.
My ponytail here is your glutes. So, a lot of girls, women, not only the ones competing, but just everybody in general, would like to grow that nice round bum. But no matter how many butt exercises they do, they can't seem to lift and round out the bum. Now that comes to glute activation, you guys. And we often hear as well, women going to their physio or whatever for other injuries in their knees, their hips, whatever, lower back pain. And the physio will say, that's weird, you have no glute muscle, yet they do train glutes and they do exercises that trains glutes. The problem is you're not activating the glute. This is like almost a mind, it's not almost, it is a mind and muscle connection. Although while you're doing the work, because you're so used to using your quads and your hip flexors in everyday activities, you end up not actually connecting your glute to the exercise, and your body just goes to what it knows and uses the quad and the hip flexors to do the work. I'll give you the example of why this happens. So most of us stand with an arch. I have an accentuated arch, so I tend to stand like this. For some reason, I've never really had that issue with my glute. I can activate it super easily. I use it a lot. I probably use it more than I actually use the quad. So I really have a good mind-glute connection. I don't know how that happened, it just did somehow. But most of us stand a lot like this. Let's say I'm exaggerating right now. So you stand, you put a lot of pressure on the quad, you recruit the quad, put a lot of pressure on the knee. If you're not standing like this, a lot of people stand with, and I can't do this very well because I have such a big arch in my back, stand with this inverted. So they stand more like this, and this again is exaggerated, but again, you're putting a lot of pressure into the quad, the knee, and the hip flexors, and your body is recruiting those muscles to do the work. Now, ideally, when we stand, instead of standing with our arch, we should be using some of our abs and standing up nice and straight. Although we don't always think of that, especially if you stand a lot in your job, you tend to just go into a lazy standing stance because you get tired. And that might cause a lot of the lower back issues as well. So how do you get used to recruiting the glute muscles to do some of the work? You have to prime the glute muscle before you do the exercise. So here's a few glute priming exercises. And you guys all know these exercises, and you do these without any weights. Okay, so you're going to lay on your back. Let me see here, just your feet planted on the ground, and you're gonna lift, squeeze the bum, no arch in the back. So you're gonna start off flattening the back out into the ground. So not like this, you do not want that arch. You should not be able to put your hand through. Flat, 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 and squeeze the bum up. And flat, flat, flat on the ground, squeeze the bum up. Your toes should be up, and really squeeze through the heel. So do some bridges, 10 to 20 of them, really squeeze the bum up. Then, same idea, you're going to open up the knees, squeeze the back into the ground, and up, down, up, down, up. And you should feel this exercise as you're going up and down. Again, you're gonna do 10 to 20 of those, and you might start feeling a burn. That burn is not what's gonna grow the muscle. It does work the muscle, and it gets it, primed to do the heavy work. If you want to grow a nice round booty, get a coach, make sure you're doing some really good butt exercises that are heavy enough to actually grow the muscle. To grow muscle, to round it off, to lift it up, you're going to have to use a weight that actually significantly will work that muscle and grow it. You don't just grow muscles from doing just plain body weight. You might shape it a little bit, and you might get a really good burn in there, and it might feel awesome. You might even get sore from it because they're not bad by any means. But if you're actually, especially for competitors, if you're actually trying to round out that bum, you're gonna have to do some real work And then just for women, as we're aging, we need to, if we want to keep our bum high and not droopy, gonna actually have to do some work. So I do always recommend to hire a coach. Now, we do that, of course, at T2. Troy is the butt master. You know, when you see around town a T2 bum, they stand out. There's some great T2 bums out there. And so let us know. You could hire us online. We could do this even if you're far away. We could do this through FaceTime, through a Zoom, through whatever, and we can help you out with that and make sure that you have proper form. So another glute activating exercise I want to show you guys, and I could probably show you just using this chair right here. All right. It's just your Bulgarian split squat. So you don't need to use anything high. This chair is a little bit high, but you want to make sure you're standing in a nice stance. Come down and back up. All right? Down and up. And you're using the bum that the leg is down to work, okay? This isn't the best example here. Let me sit up a little bit better. All right. So foot down. Here, come down and squeeze your bum up. Down, squeeze your bum up. All right. So you can prime your bum using that too. So bridges, open up the legs. Those bridges, make sure your lower back is flat into the ground. And then a few Bulgarian split squats without any weights. And then to build that round, nice bum, you're gonna go to your all the little exercises like the cable kickbacks and all that does work. But to build and lift and round out that bum, you're gonna need a really good squat. You're gonna need a really good deadlift. You're gonna need a lot of one-legged exercises. Make sure that you hire the proper coach to teach you to do that. Even if it's just one session, you guys, it'll make a world of a difference. So do one session, learn the exercises, do it a few times on your own, and then book another session. And remember, check us out at T2, send me a DM, a PM, whatever you want, an email at Celine, CELINE222 @live.com. And we could do this in person. We could do this through, it's not Skype, but like FaceTime, Zoom, whatever. We will find a way to work one-on-one with you to show you the proper techniques and ways to do this, because there are proper ways of building and rounding that bum. All right? Take care, you guys.
I like putting the big one on first. It's easier to roll over onto my hips, and then I put the smaller weight on top. Lean my shoulders back. I make sure the bench is leaning against something that's going to hold me up. Plant your feet nice and strong and up. Big squeeze in the bum. Okay, what I'm going to show you. And down and up. Good. You don't want to arch down. For the deadlift, you don't want your back to go like this. You want to get your bum going back. So if you stand up, push back with your bum. Grab the bar and squeeze up and down. Up and squeeze.
Hi, I'm just walking in from the gym and getting some work and a little bit of a workout in, and I'm starving. So I'm gonna make a quick Caesar salad. And yep, Caesar salad is something I still have on the weekends right now. I don't have it with croutons, obviously. I use a Renee's Caesar salad, and then I will probably cook up some chicken, but at least the salad will be nice and quick and I could have it right away. So I buy it pre-made. Let's see if I can find it. I use this salad dressing, and I count that as fat. And then we usually have some pre-made Caesar salad that we have. And the reason why I have this stuff pre-made, guys, is because being busy and being all over the place, and I'm like right now starving, I need something to eat. So instead of reaching for like crackers and cheese or like stuff that I shouldn't be eating, I go right away for the salad. It's gonna be quick to make. I'm just gonna throw it together, then I can turn on the barbecue and cook up some food. So see, I didn't even get undressed. I'm just like, I'm starving and I need food now. So those are my little tricks of the trade. Is a lot of my stuff I buy or I pre-make, it's ready to go. And there's always avocados too, and I'll show you guys that. So I have like a bowl of avocados there, and that too,
I could cut up an avocado and nice and quick, eat it, and it at least takes care until I cook up some food. All right?
As you can see here, I'm still having a piece of bacon, eggs, strawberries, and coffee for breakfast. Live life to the fullest all the time.